Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to another stream. And this episode of Petey and the Gang, we're gonna talk about the Merchant Navy Pacifics. Yes, the Southern Railway's final fling, and was often controversial, and they served that time well, right to the end on the Southern Region theme in 1967. Yes. So, who designed it? Well, you know about that. Let's find out. The production of a merchant navy started in the 1930s, where Oliver Bullard became the new chief mechanical engineer of the Southern Railway after Richard Monsoon's retirement. And yes, his impatient genius was many engineering genius, but many believe that his dimensions are the most advanced ever built in Britain. And yes, in 1941, he designed an air-smooth merchant Navy Pacific. The first engine, number 21C1, was named Channel Packet. And yes, let's take a look at this basis, shall we? Oh, hello there, Alfred. Glad you can join us. Yes, I'm glad you can join us, Alfred. Hello there, Alfred.
Hello.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the Merchant Navy Pacifics, sir.
Poggers.
Yes, yes.
Let's
It's,
see.
it's this engines right here. You can see this. But
Whoa.
that's the Merchant Navies. But you don't. The production started in 1941. 30 of these engines were built between 1941 and 1949. You
Cool.
You don't think about these engines that are not ordinary steam locomotives, because the innovations of Oliver Bullard came along, which also features the air smooth casing, which made out of steel, the American influenced Fox spots on wheels, which are siphons, a
Hey.
welded boiler did away with old fashioned rivets, a steel firebox with similar siphons,
Cool.
steam-driven bursting gear, steam-driven fire hall doors, and
Steaming driven everything.
yeah,
Also, I think I had to rejoin.
And finally, there's a Billet's own chain-driven valve gear with an instant 15-gallon oil bath. But simply never before that had been built in the south of the capital. So
Interesting.
yes, but also until this point, the biggest engines has the Southern has to offer are the Monsters Lord Nelsons and King Arthur's as well. Both class served that time well, but these Nelsons didn't prove that successful in services. But the Arthurs, good as they were, they may have acquaintances at this point. But these engines, on the other hand, are totally right up to date with great modern refinements and also capabilities.
Yes.
Yes,
Although it wasn't really the good thing, like they can't go without any accidents or any wrecks like that.
yeah,
Only four accidents were involved with these engines,
yes,
such
and
as
nine.
the December 17th, 1942, when number 21C6, Peninsular and Orient
Oriental
and
SNCO.
Atlantic SN Co. sustained a broken chain near Honiton. The sump was fractured, leading to an oil fire. Or in 19 on the 7th of October 1943, 21C1 channel packet sustained a broken chain at Salisbury. The sub was fractured, leading to an oil fire like the last time. January 29th, 1945, 21C12 United States lines sustained a broken chain as well.
Yes, I know.
And the last one on the 24th of April, 1953, the crank axle of the central driving wheels of number 35020
What?
BB
Baby
line fractured whilst approaching Crewcon station at speed. No one was injured, but the accident resulted in a withdrawal of the Merchant Navy locomotive
Yes.
from
But
service.
we're gonna talk about that later, Alfred. Yes. Anyway, let's take a look at the performance of these engines. Shall we?
Yes, let's see it.
Compared to its predecessors, footplate crews, I have this one's greatest, and getting there much faster.
Cool.
And they're proved to be so quick they can go very faster on the speed side. One of the merchant navies, Royal Mail, Canadian Pacific, and Clan Line had reached 100 miles an hour on the Atlantic Coast Express.
That will make Scotsman jealous.
Kinda, yes. But they pulled the express's trains, like the Golden Arrow, the Atlantic Coast Express, and most importantly, the Cunarder.
Nice.
Yes. This is the first engine, channel packet itself.
Hey, that is literally you.
Yeah, but it's kind of, yes.
Yeah. Your
So,
OC is kind of based on 21C1.
yeah, so the engines work on East. These engines are all the merchant navy are built by Eastleigh in Eastleigh Works.
And the later rebuild ones just they were designed.
Oh, Isaac! Hello, Isaac.
Hello. There.
Hi.
Right. We're talking the merchant navies ourselves.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Right. As I was saying,
Hmm.
the merchant navies are designated as express passengers, but later mixed traffic due to wartime restrictions. But after World War II, more productions of more appear to the 35011 General Steam Navigation, the 35020 for Baby Line, all the way to the Nationalization Act of British Railways.
Which started the somewhat downhill, but anyways.
Yeah.
What was I about to say?
Yes.
Oh yes, let's see this.
Yes. The merchant navy so the engines are working as the merchant navies was being as a big express passenger. They're working as like a Berlin Wall, but it's nonsense. And it has a whistle as well, just like we hear it today.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is an original merchant navy, Royal Mail.
Before they rebuilt it.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
The whistle is. If I was literally next to this thing, my ears would bleed.
Yes. Yes. On the subject of this one, the Light Pacifics. Oh no, not you, small fry.
What the fuck are you doing here?
I just do.
I was saying that also, but the merchant navies are not the only ones to be built for these engines of the merchant navies, the light Pacifics as well.
Wow.
Yeah, the West Countries and Battle of Britain classes. It's this one's.
Yeah, from what I'm like seeing this, like how the merchant navies are named after
Ship
navy like ships. The Battle of Britons are like battles during the
War
last
II.
war, and
The West
the
Countries, the West Countries locations and villages in the UK.
exactly.
Yes, yes. In terms of names, are pretty obvious. All the merchant navies are named after some of the shipping companies, like Cunard Line, for example, that's still operating to this day.
Yeah. Speaking of the preserved stuff,
Yeah, yeah,
only four are still in service. While the
yeah.
others were sadly scrapped.
Yes, yes, I know, I know. We're gonna talk about that later. And so, they're all innovative and very good, right? But unfortunately, just like the Light Pacifics, they had numerous problems.
Oh yeah, like the lack of space in the cab.
Yeah, yes, yes, yes. But also, the engines doesn't have enough fuel for this one. But also, this is some very mishaps itself. Because these engines of Tory got troublesome oil valving. This is a steel casing, the American influence box top wheels, but also they cannot very speed, but there's some troublesome also. Compared to the Gresley A4s or even some Royal Scots, these engines burn a lot more coal.
Yeah.
And these engines are notorious for wheel slipping. And there's evidence.
Wheel slippage.
Yeah, they're notorious for wheel slipping. And there's evidence they're going back down on the Waterloo station, a Waterloo station at 5 miles an hour without stopping.
Did anybody say
Yeah.
this?
No.
Yes. And
Oh,
and also
that was a
the
Queen
chain
one.
driven valve gear are troublesome for this. But also there's some
Yeah.
numerous problems. And just as I said, in 1953, number 35020 Baby Line, which is this engine, no, this engine right here, Baby Line, has suffered the crank axle had fractured. It's like this.
Yeah, like I said, only
Yeah,
one
probably the
person,
crooked section
only
right here.
only one person was injured in the, but the accident
No.
results.
Yeah, as a result, yeah. No one was, yeah. Frankly, nobody was injured in the collision itself. Thankfully, but so
Wait a minute.
yeah, I think so.
I
But
thought there was a
also, there's
merchant
a
navy up there
chain-driven
scrap
valve
yards.
here. The chains right here, because the chains right here using some carrying some oil bath. It's this one. It is not even since this one's, but sometimes leaking some oil will come within some boiler in the casing. Well, causing these engines to um spontaneously combust.
Oh, I don't
Spontaneously
think.
combust.
Like that?
Well, like that, like some sort of like one of those American
A bit
1950s
of
racing cars.
uh, a bit of exaggeration, perhaps. This not very happen very often, but no, it's not quite traumatic itself. But even before this, BR already had enough of BR circle innovations.
And then between 1956
1956 and
to six,
1959, British Airways has been rebuilt.
it's actually 1960, but they were later rebuilt
1956 and
without the streamlined
1959.
form.
No. Yeah. The first of these engines to be rebuilt is
Oh, that
number
was cool.
35018 British Indian Line. And
Was
yes,
that what we said?
this and yes, and this is
Yes.
the best moment we all have been waiting for. And yes, drum
Is
roll,
Spotify getting
please.
demonetized?
What?
Oh no! Oh, sorry. Sorry. All right. And this is the best moment you all have been waiting for. And yes, drum roll, please.
Oh well.
This
Wow.
is the result.
This looks
And
more
yes,
high
and
class
you
than
can
I
see
thought.
this, and you can see this that you make changes they have made. The smooth casing and the change driven valve get all completely done away with. Instead,
Yeah,
they
all
replace the more
designed
conventional shape.
all
And
designed
well,
by R.G. Javis
yes,
after Oliver Bullet.
yes.
Can I please say something, Pete? Was the one in
No.
Barry Scrapyard?
No. Easy going to the fittest, but only fitted for use in this one. Well, you see, when the first rebuilds would be started, British Railways have their own standard designs. And the Billy Pacifics itself, well, take this point in plate for British India Lines. You can see right here, is this one has a good oil valve right here. But it was some of the features still kept on. The chain-driven valve gear. No. I mean, oh yeah, the key features are totally got made. The American influence boxer wheels, the steel firebox, and many of them, the massive chimney, all still kept on itself.
Yeah, they only removed the streamlined form, but sounds about right.
Yeah. Yes. The result gave the southern regions a new express passenger locomotives. All the merchant navies are rebuilt between 1956 and 1959, following the Light Pacifics, just 12 months after the bigger siblings.
Oh, and Petey,
Yes?
something I should have mentioned, like before we got into this little rebuild thing.
Yeah?
I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but I think either Merchant Navy or the other two classes were featured just for a scene in the Tidfield Thunderbolt.
Yeah? In 1953?
Yeah, but I'm just wondering if it was like an actual Merchant Navy or if it
Oh,
was
no,
like.
it's just. Oh, I think. No, I
This
think
took
it's
me
just Light
forever.
Pacific itself. Hey, Diego, what's up?
Hello there,
Oh
Deacon.
no.
Hey, guys.
You man, I caught a small fly.
We're talking about the Light Pacifics ourselves. Right. As I was
Yeah.
saying, the engines are working hard all the never.
Oh no, Diego.
Oh my god, will you shut the hell up and let Petey speak?
And yes, all the merchant navies are working hard than never before. Yes. Unfortunately, the rebuilds in Sub just appeared too little too late to save these engines in time. With the phasing out the steam well underway under British Rail, the rebuilding program for the Light Pacifics was stopped in 1961. And by the end, just 50 Light Pacifics just remained to original conditions. But also in 1964 for the merchant navies, withdrawal of this class began. But who could have guessed it? That the last engines were withdrawn in 1967, only 7 were left.
Well, 11 were preserved.
Yeah, yes, but still, just I was saying, just alongside the 18 rebuilt West countries and 2 original locomotives to bring the curtain down.
Hey, guys.
But happily, what is it, Diego?
Yes?
You hear about my dog?
You just ruined the moment.
Guys, wait for me.
Hello there,
go.
Deacon.
Oh, hello.
I was saying, amazingly, several of these engines have been preserved. But not surprisingly, they were still under the good spectacle. If that changed it right. Yeah, 11 rebuilt merchant navies still preserved.
You can even see a boiler at the scrapyard, but yeah.
Yeah. This engine, number 3505, one of the first batch of these engines, has been preserved.
Nice.
Yeah, and plus, he was painted in all beyond itself. But another, just what you said before, Peninsula and Oriental S and Co. was still here on Peninsula and Oriental S and Co. Yeah, he's seen here on the Gloucestershire and Warwickshire Railway near Cheltenham. Yes. Another merchant navy is Shore Savile, 3509. He was still undergoing restoration. Number 35010, Blue Star, was seen here on the current.
Petey. Look, the scientist is here.
Oh yes. Let me see that. Hello there, Professor.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, scientist.
Yeah,
Hey, Alfred.
We're talking the merchant navies ourselves.
Huh?
All right. So this
Hey,
is
Professor.
Hello, Diego.
yeah.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
Professor.
Hey,
And
Alex.
this is a, and
Yeah.
yes, as I was saying, there's some more of them. 11 are preserved. Canadian Pacific, Peninsula and Oriental S and Co., Shore Savile, Blue Star, General Steam Navigation, British India Line, the first merchant navy to be rebuilt, Holland American Line, Bank Line, Port Line, Klein Line,
Line.
Element Lines, on static display on the National Railway Museum in York. Yes. And,
Hey.
and
Hey, Petey, guess what?
what is it?
From Ocean Documentaries, when they went to Universal Studios in London, guess which engine they saw?
The Hogwarts Express.
Alton Hall.
Alton Hall.
Yep, the Hogwarts Express they used.
Yes, a Great Western Hall class. So, anyways, guys. So these engines have been preserved. Oh, wait a second. I'm sorry, Small Fry. I had to remove you because Ricardo!
Yay!
Ricardo's
It's about
here.
time. It's about time we have to kick this.
Yeah, it's okay. So,
Sorry.
anyway.
Sorry,
So,
Vaughn.
we're talking about this is the merchant.
Well, we're
navy.
talking about the merchant navies,
The Merchant
thank-
Navy Pacifics.
and thank God somebody has to arrive to replace Small Fry.
Yes. Yes.
Well, you're
Sorry.
welcome.
Yes. And this is right. This is the original one.
And here's the rebuild one.
Ooh.
Yeah. But yes. So, anyways, let's see how this performance of this one. This is Cunard White Star.
Nice.
Money.
Yes.
Oh, wait. Speaking of Cunard White Star, he actually works on my railway.
Really?
You have a railway now.
Yes, I do.
What's it called?
Yes.
That is
It's
so.
called the Spirit Railway.
Spirit.
Oh yeah.
That is very Mr.
They were called.
Krabs.
Here, I have a picture of
Yeah, but my railway. Yeah. But
Hey, here
Spirit
it is.
Railway, between the friendship of the Spirit Railway, Sea Lining Railway, and also the Ferry Railway, have three friendship companies.
The Winnie is here.
Oh yes. Give me a. Oh jeez.
Oh,
Oh jeez.
no.
Oh jeez.
I'm not sacrificing this time. I call Diego.
True.
No.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Hello.
Wendy, boy.
Hey, Wendy.
It's the boy.
Olive Garden.
We'll talk about the
We don't-
merchant navy.
No.
Merchant
Yeah.
navies.
Yes. We had
Lovely.
talked about earlier ourselves.
Didn't some of the
I'm Mr.
didn't-
Krabs.
didn't some of the early Bully Pacifics have like chain driven valve gear, so like they didn't really work properly until like the mid to late 1950s, where they all got upgraded and they look really cool.
Yeah. 11 merchant navies have been preserved.
Well, I think there's like 30 of them. I think maybe.
Yes. this is
Well,
this is
13 and a
before,
half.
and this is after.
Yeah. Also, speaking now that we're talking about what's the name of that British India. I've seen that engine before.
Yeah, this is the first engine to be rebuilt.
Wow. I really wish I would see a British locomotive in real life, but I'm stuck in here!
Oh
well.
no!
Jesus Christ, calm down.
Oh yes! Oh yes! Oh yes! Alright, give me a sec. Oh yes, that's what you're talking about, Professor. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
This is.
Oh, look, it's.
Hey yo!
Oh yeah.
That's me.
It's the scientist. It's the scientist.
Me out of control.
It's on the. Yeah, it was under control. But what if in my series got itself under control and saved by Alfred itself on my series?
Oh yeah, that one episode where. Oh, I remember that one episode. Was it the 4th episode?
Old Iron.
Also, may I ask, Petey, when am I going to be getting an episode in the Sea Lightning Railway?
But the 12th episode is Ricardo comes to breakfast.
Arg. That's Mr. Krabs to you.
Nah.
I'm just kidding.
It
I'm
should be
just
called
kidding.
Ricardo Goes to Olive Garden.
What the heck?
I mean, that is true. I mean, that is true. He's not, or maybe McDonald's.
Yeah, Ricardo goes
Yes,
to
but
No, Olive Garden.
No, okay, Olive Garden.
Yes, and this is inside. This is a train. This is a real train-driven valve gear itself. Give me.
Yes.
All right, this is a real chain-driven valve gear that I found.
Mm-hmm.
What does it
Also,
look like?
I made something.
I could find this one.
I also made
Alright.
something.
Which is.
Oh, right. So, I've decided to do a thing, and I would like to share my screen, if that's all right.
Okay, right, it's all right.
Right.
I want to see that.
All right. So,
Okay.
Also, Wendy, last night I was in a Discord call and before that I just told a spooky story to Ricardo. Isn't that right, Ricardo?
and what was his reaction?
It was like.
Nah, you're doing this wrong.
Yeah, like that.
You're like a
Right,
little
I'll
girl.
show
I
my,
think.
But yeah, this is what he basically said.
Okay, I'm gonna put you on solo mode because I found this is a chain-driven valve gear. A real chain-driven valve gear.
Battle Britain Pacific 348.
92 squadron. Is this a real oil bar?
So that's the valve gear.
Yes.
Hog.
Yeah, inside 92 squadron. But this is 92 squadron. A light Pacific, not a merchant navy.
Hey yo!
Hey, yo, what?
Hey yo! I just found something. So yeah, after this, all right. I've made something. Right, so this thing I've made is Professor and B are green.
Oh, amazing!
Oh my god!
Very creative.
I've been repainted.
Yes.
This is what we call creativity.
Good
If that
job.
makes any sense.
Whistle.
Oh, my whistle changed as well.
Yeah.
Before you changed it to the current one.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a two-tone whistle or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm just the original one, and Professor's the rebuild. Well, two of them. But we'll work on the Sea Lightning Railway ourselves. But in your series, Wendy, we'll be work on in the Bergen Hudsonville Railway ourselves.
Oh,
Yeah, because that is
Sorry.
well, UPT would be like a mixed traffic engine, and yeah, Professor is strictly a passenger engine.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah. Yes. But you but let's take a look at the performance of these rebuilt light Pacifics, like British India Line, for example. Think here on the Cecil and Carlisle route.
Cecil and Carlisle, huh?
Oh no, or think here on Edinburgh Waverley, right here.
Right, I'm gonna play this
This is
game.
the India Line. Yeah, Edinburgh Waverley. For one of these engines, this is Edinburgh.
Yeah. That's where I live.
Yeah. And another merchant navy will no longer be
Funny Edinburgh.
navigation. It's about to be rebuilt back itself into original condition. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Only one has to be back.
Yo, I just found something.
Number 35011, General Sea Navigation.
What is that?
Yeah.
Mr. Wendy.
Number 35011, General Sea Navigation.
Yo.
It's about to be rebuilt into an air smooth casing again. Hello.
Also, I'm driving a wee engine that kind of looks like Kate from the Ravenglass and Eskdale Railway.
Hey, it's a yeet. But who's the yeet?
Who's the yeet? Who's the yeet? I want to know who the yeet man is.
Could be small fry. Or
Probably is.
someone else. Wow, that looks like a toy train.
This engine here kind of reminds me of Kate from the Ravenglass and Eskdale. I'll show you.
It's so tiny.
It's so tiny.
It's
yeah.
Alright.
Oh yeah.
See the Alright, hold on. See the resemblance?
I see the resemblance you're talking about.
Yes, we do, Hickey. Right. Well,
Yes,
let's get moving. This wee engine, shall we?
Yep.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yay! Full speed.
This thing is so slow.
It's a minimum gauge engine, Alfred. What would you expect?
Imagine if there's a miniature engine that can go 50 miles an hour.
Well, the fastest engines that are possibly bigger than this tracks that aren't standard gauge are probably the narrow gauge. Some narrow gauge engines could do at least 40 or heck, even 50.
Wow.
Yeah.
But
Narrow gauge engines.
babies.
Victor.
Yeah.
Hey, yo,
but
look at we.
Oh yeah.
It's someone that we have no idea. What the fuck is this?
Just like Super 7,
Right.
the handle light.
I believe these are Kerr Stewart's engines. This is called Leader, and this is called Melior. I'm just gonna drive.
Hey, look, it's Pantasas.
Right, let's drive it. Let's go.
Okay,
Nice.
let's go.
Yay.
Yes.
Crumbs. Doink.
Mr. Squidward.
I gotta get SpongeBob back.
Oh,
No, Mr.
SpongeBob.
Squidward, get back to work. No, Mr. Squidward, get back to work right now, or you're fired.
I would rather be fired than work for this stupid, annoying sponge.
Right, let's spawn in the choo-choo train.
Then you're hired.
Right, what's this? What does this say? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, ew! This looks nice.
Hey.
Cool. Hey, look, it's a special coach, but narrow gauge.
of the merchant navies. I think it's element lines itself. I think it's itself.
Alfred, do you
Yes.
think we should rebrand Elliot and Clint because some people aren't wanting to be in the series anymore?
I'll have to talk into my private stream about this, okay?
Alright. Because because old boy Windy here has an idea.
Let me guess, so you're gonna try to use an original idea I wanted to propose, but then later backfired splendidly.
Right. Ah! You were right about backfiring splendidly. Look at that.
Fuck!
The coaches.
The coach is just bended like a piece of spaghetti.
Spaghetti!
Yeah.
Spaghetti.
Or not like a Bugatti, no. My
I'm
God,
not
it was-
Spaghetti, spaghetti, spaghetti.
Hashtag
Olive
spaghetti.
Garden.
Right.
Alfredo.
All right.
Alfredo sauce.
As I was saying, just take a look. It's an element line. Static display on the Railway Museum in York.
Yeah. I think I know who that is. In the back.
Oh, it's that merchant navy that got cut in half.
Yeah, this was basically to show how a steam engine works.
Yeah, in my opinion, that was a huge pointless idea. I mean, they could have used like an old rusted. They could have used an old rusted locomotive, like for the example, but no, they just had to pull out one of the preserved ones.
Yeah, they could have just like I don't know. Right.
Back up.
Oh, look at this.
That is very Mr. Krabs of you, Wendy.
Yeah, so we got some beautiful red coaches that actually fit this engine.
It's Edward Thomas.
It's the Red Devil.
Mr.
For those who don't know, the
Mr.
Red Devil is a
Alfred.
type of train in South Africa. So this is just a wee thing I've noticed. In the Sea Lining Railway, there's the South African 15F in it called Rope with the number 4473.
Uh-huh.
And I will say, a South African steam engine is a very unique choice of an OC.
Yeah, because Rope Choice has an OC in it.
Yeah, right. That's it. That should be everyone aboard. Well, let's go.
Let's go.
Wheels.
It's a motor on a party.
This guy looks like a thunder, right? It's like a thunder.
This looks nice. We're going so late.
Yeah, but be careful. Don't go faster. You don't have any accidents.
I'm doing
Oh, yeah,
25 miles an hour. I won't derail.
Yeah.
Also, guys, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you this 13-second long video back in my old channel, which it's nearly a year old. Well, by the time I made that.
Okay.
Really?
Yes. But also, guys, there's another Pacific member of the Merchant Navy Pacific. All right. This is Canadian Pacific. One of the first batch of these engines, painted in blue.
She's beautiful.
Yes. Wait a minute. Didn't one of the merchant navies got repainted in purple?
Yes, for a short period of time.
Yeah. Tall Valley, a light Pacific.
Wow. Wait a minute. What?
Wait,
Is this engine has a
really?
good straight lamp code?
I know.
That's the wrong lamp code.
Wait. So what? Wait. So one of the names Maple, right?
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
very Mr.
Tor Valley.
Krabs.
That's Tor Valley. 3534027 Tor Valley.
Torn
That's
Valley.
very Mr. Krabs.
Yeah, I went
You
for
say
it.
Mr. Krabs for everything now.
Yeah, and also there's another merchant navy, Clan Line.
Clanline. Oh yeah,
Clanline.
Clanline. She's one of my favorites.
Who's Climline?
Yes,
Clanline. She's a merchant navy.
yes, and also he's the one who called the Venice and Orient Express Company. Yes, he's the engine who
Right.
can pull the he's the engine that can pull with the Venice and Orient Express Company. From
You're the
Victoria, Open Harbor. Yes, right.
Oh.
This is the engine I was talking about.
Aaron, Windy. I'm gonna send you a funny on Discord.
Alright. So
Wait,
Alfred, once the stream ends, let's go to your private stream and discuss what's going to be happening.
Yes.
And
Wait.
for those who are curious,
Let's see
Petey
the
and
very
Professor,
last.
you'll
Let's
still
see
be
the
in the
very
series.
last chart. Yeah. Let's see the very last chart. This is plan right here. And yes. All right. Let's see when you watch it gonna do with just engine. Let's try not work for a second. Okay. Go.
Hold on, I'm just gonna search up something here.
wait, Alfred.
Okay, these things were built between 1928 and 1943. That's a pretty big engine. That's a lot of engines. So yeah, the ride's going pretty well. When was this thing built? Made by Will and Alex.
Wait.
I wonder who they are. So yeah.
Will and Alex. Oh no. I never heard
That kind of sounds like Edward's whistle a little bit. Like, take a wee listen.
Ah, my ears.
It's a steam whistle, Alfred. What would you expect?
Well,
Also, Windy, look on your Discord.
all the enemy are locomotives.
Boy.
You know who's that engine?
what is that?
No.
Wait! Afton! I'm surprised Ricardo hasn't pooped his pants at that.
Wait,
Yeah.
Oh.
A little blue tank engine. Garden tops, mishaps, and incidents. Alright. This will be our very last shot before we end this stream. Alright.
Alright, let's have a look,
so
shall
guys,
we?
Oh yeah. So next time on Petey and the Gang, yes, we're gonna talk about the London Northeastern Railways, A1s and A3s.
Oh!
Lawyers.
Wait, hold on. This is just hold on, guys.
Ricardo, shut up.
This is just a wee fun fact thing. Back in 2017, I actually saw Scotsman in person.
Oh,
Believe me, mate.
yeah.
It was amazing. Look,
Yeah.
also, we'll set.
Oh wait, guys, before we end the stream.
Yes.
Wait, guys, before we end the stream, I have something to say.
Yes,
Okay,
Ricardo.
Ricardo.
Alright,
Sure.
everyone, come eat at the Krusty Krab so I can get money.
And I've got one last thing to say here. If all you don't subscribe to my channel in the next 15 seconds, I'll go to your house!
Of course.
Also,
And
Diego.
come to the Krusty
Hold
Krab!
on. Guys. Diego, you there, bud?
Yeah.
Right. I have a question. Would you like to end the series?
Sure.
Yeah. Since me and Alfred are going to be rebranding the show, I thought it would be nice to add you in.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
And plus, Ricardo himself causes us very small problems. And Diego, in Wendy's series and my series, will have you a suburban service use, like a commuter service.
Yeah, like Pete. Also, this is just a wee fun fact here. Like, so like, I'm just gonna say, like, I think Professor would be like suitable enough to like take the VIP express trains because
Yeah.
hunger. And since like some of the original merchant navies were used on mixed traffic, I guess PT would be used on mixed traffic.
That's what I said.
Yeah, mixed traffic.
Yeah. And so, guys,
Yes.
thanks for watching for our stream. Tomorrow, next week, I'm gonna talk about the LNER A1s and A3s. Remember,
Scotty boy, here we come.
see you later. We'll see you next week.
Later.
Bye.
Da 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 da.
The end.
Come on.
I said the end.
See you,
The end.
Farewell.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Yeah.
So,
everyone, anybody want to join my private stream?
Wait a minute. Wait, Petey, it's still live. Sure, Alfred, sure.
PT,